Today. We have our Canton administrators here, Montine Barbie, Christopher Rue, Lisa Phillips, Vernon Crump, and Lisa Lewis. Our senior class advisors, Brett DeBeer and Claire Lasota. We also have members of the faculty here, Barb Lehman, Bethany Ellen Elsner, Lauren Marco, Cheryl Bendis, Nancy Sheehan, Darren Way, Jay Obsnick, Jennifer Bannock, Bridget Kukurk, Felicia Starks, Marsha Watkins, Aaron Demarest, Gordon Copey, John Magulik, Devin Long, and Claire Lasota. Stand. Additionally, I want to recognize faculty, staff, and students who are working behind the scenes this afternoon. Roxanne Gold, Ellen Schroeder, Melissa Accardo, Erica Fox, Amy Mullins, Deetra Oldham, Kelsey Zoli, Hyde, Brianna Behringer, and Mia Grimm. We owe a special thank you to our security staff, school resource officers, and making today's celebration an enjoyable event. Penny Algren, Brenda Elsler, Jeff Nessich, LeBron Oldham, Don Cochran, Kelly Beveridge, Curtis, Mark Zerial, Chris Voss, John O'Connor. remain standing. We would like to give a big thank you and welcome to our special guest, Superintendent Monica Merritt, board members Patty McCoyne, Anupam Sidhu, Doug Brooks, and Patrick Kehoe. We have representatives here from our central office, Mr. Nick Brandon, Hal Hurd, Debbie Piaz, Kurt Tiskowitz, Liz Vartanian-Gibbs, and Bethany Rail. Now it gives me great pleasure to introduce Superintendent Monica Merritt. You may be seated, graduates.
Good afternoon, members of the Board of Education, distinguished educators and staff, proud parents, families, friends, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2021. Congratulations, you made it. Graduates, your hard work, perseverance, and a tremendous amount of resiliency have brought you to this important milestone in your lives. It is time to celebrate all that you have accomplished. You have finally earned the title of P-CCS graduate. Let's clap for them one more time. I am sure your final year with P-CCS was nothing like you expected it to be. You have made us all so incredibly proud with the way you have navigated the past months with composure and the strength of champions. As you cross this triumphant finish line with a wonderful, wide-open future ahead of you, we cannot wait to see all the ways you will leave your mark on our world. Class of 2021, years from now, you will be able to tell the story of what it was like to successfully complete high school during a pandemic, a time in which history surely will not forget. As the world has been transformed, you have stayed steadfast and to bravely completing this monumental step in your educational journey. This accomplishment is so worthy of praise. When I think about you, class of 2021, I always will appreciate and respect your strength and your self-determination. You experienced learning virtually during a time of uncertainty and transition, and you remained flexible. You supported and cooperated with mitigation strategies in place to protect yourselves and others, and you remained resilient. And you showed incredible patience and understanding as some of your traditions and annual routines shifted and altered, and yet you remained centered. While these times have been frustrating and challenging, I am confident that these life experiences have stretched and strengthened you as you move forward towards adulthood. Class of 2021, if we have learned anything during this era, It is that you may continue to be tested in ways that we cannot predict or imagine. Continue to stay resilient, and no matter what hurdles arrive, never forget to always take care of yourselves and others. With the eyes of so many upon you, you have truly defined and embodied what it means to be P-CCS strong. Graduates, I ask you on this day to never, ever lose the amazing strength that it took for you to complete this journey. Make this world yours, and never, ever lose the belief that you can achieve every goal and dream that your hearts desire. We are so proud of you, and we cannot wait for the world to experience all you have to offer. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you, Superintendent Merritt. I am now pleased to introduce senior class speaker Anmol Gill.
Good afternoon, friends, family, faculty, and fellow graduates. I would like to start by thanking everyone who made this ceremony possible. Principal Lewis and the rest of Canton High School's administration, our custodial, maintenance, and security staff, and of course, Canton senior class 21. Seniors, we did it. We all accomplished one of the major early milestones in our lives, graduating high school. It is not only an act of personal commitment, but also one of pride. We all had to work diligently to get to this day, and our work has not gone to waste. With that being said, it was not just our hard work that got us here. I know I am grateful for the continued support of my mom, dad, brother, sister, and close family and friends. I am especially grateful for all of the teachers along the way, those who supported, advised, and were patient with us. Teachers like Mrs. Morelli, who made every world and multicultural lit class so entertaining that even long reading assignments could not faze us. And teachers like Mrs. Maturin, whose passion for her subject was evident on a daily basis. Teachers who may have had a different learning style than from what we were used to helped us grow as more resilient students and people. Our next stop is embarking on a business venture, taking a year to review and reflect, or anything else. The road that lies ahead may not be easy, but we will persevere. We will handle the obstacles, mixed exits, potholes, and roadblocks. How can I say this with such certainty? Take a look at how much we have adapted and overcome in the past year alone. This pandemic has not been an easy transition for any single person. It definitely was not easy for us. Out on the Homecoming Spirit Week, pep rally, spring sports season, and so much more. We did not even get to see one another in person until only 12 weeks ago. We learned how to have fun with one another on Zoom, minus the breakout rooms, enjoyed long lunches, and got ahead of the game by learning how to navigate Canvas. We were not going to let quarantine and 6 feet social distancing keep us from connecting with one another. We had a safe senior sunrise, water wars, senior skip day, prom, moving forward by making the best of every situation, because nothing worthwhile is easy. That includes making the most out of our futures. We will put in the work to achieve our dreams because we know we're worth it. Personally, I am grateful for all of the time over the last 4 years I spent expanding myself, serving as your Vice President of Canton Congress, where I met my best friends, serving the Plymouth Rotary Club, and more. If you feel that your time at P-CCS was not used to its fullest potential, I advise you to rework how you approach your next endeavor. What can you do to ensure success and personal growth? Lastly, a piece of advice for my fellow classmates. We are not children anymore. Most are no longer minors, and with that comes more autonomy and responsibility. So from this day forward, not only for ourselves, but for our neighbors too. The recent social justice movements have shown us that there is change to be made. In the words of comedian and social activist Hassan Minhaj, "Your courage to do what's right has to be greater than your fear," end quote. We must have empathy for the experiences and knowledge of others. They say a rising tide floats. That statement could not be more true. Lifting others will not bring you down. So let us be the best that we can be so that we may fill our lives and the lives of us closest to us with joy and triumph. We have already taken the first step by making it today. Now it is the time to take the next steps in our lives where we will become more mature and build on our character. When we got here, time fly by so quickly. This past year, we got to serve as leaders of Canton High School, and boy, did we do a good job. Now, it's time to serve our community as young leaders, a symbol of hope and change for the future. So let us and our whole generation spread kindness and leave every place we go better than how it was when we first got there. Remember, this is not just the end of an era, but the beginning of a bigger and better one. It was an honor to speak before you all again today. And thank you and congratulations to Canton's graduating class of 2021.
I am honored now to introduce Senior Class President Lydia Donnelly.
On behalf of the class of the 2021, I would like to thank those of you who have made today possible. Teachers, staff, and parents, whether it be for the actual graduation day or the academic support you have given us throughout the past 4 years, we are grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you for being here today. 4 years have impacted us in different ways. This past year especially has brought among us many. But as a student body, we have adapted and risen above these obstacles and performed to our fullest potential in order to get to where we are today. Congratulations, we made it, our graduation. Since the of 9th grade, we've been told high school goes by in the blink of an eye and to cherish it. I think we can all attest to that statement, as I'm sure we're sitting here wondering, where did all the time go? It seems like just last week, Mr. Hurd had us sitting in those old Phase 3 bleachers saying, "Hey, burrito!" Thank you. And doing those corny hands, guacamole and cinnamon twists. But again, it's as if all of our homecomings, Juice WRLD memorials, football games, school lunches with friends, and walks on. Now, it's important we cherish these memories without letting them hinder our growth. A notable author, M. Petrie Sue, said, "Don't be afraid of new beginnings. Don't shy away from new people, new energy, new surroundings. Embrace new chances at happiness." This is important to remember as we go on to the next chapter in our lives, as this new adjustment may be difficult considering our time in high school was less than traditional. This year was most definitely not how anyone had envisioned our senior year to go. It was challenging. Whether it came to regaining our work ethic, overall, we were given many unexpected challenges.
Hello, I'm Isabella, but let's just make it a little bit and familiar for everybody. So, good afternoon, everybody. In all seriousness, good afternoon, families, friends, teachers, administrators, and the class of 2021. I'm Isabella Volkers, and I'm so excited to have the opportunity to stand in front of all of you today in person rather than from behind a computer screen. Unlike this past year, you were unable to shut off your camera, lower your volume, and walk away from your computer, so please just bear with me for just moments. Once the COVID-19 pandemic is over, I would like to propose the retirement of certain phrases, such as unprecedented times and quarantine and social distance. However, there is one phrase I would like to keep. As Troy Bolton from High School Musical once said, "We're all in this together." Now, I can't speak for the rest of my peers, but personally, I never broke into song and dance or dated the star athlete turned musical lead during the last 4 years. Nonetheless, we have formed a team, a community at PSEP, similar to that of the East High Wildcats. Together, we agree that Chief Connection sells the best cookies, only fresh pit, and an umbrella is worth more than gold on a rainy day. The only exception to our team mentality, I will say, shout out to let me back out of my parking spot in Salem. If it wasn't for you, I could possibly still be there today. 4 years ago, we entered Canton High School as these little, scrawny freshmen. We were pushed onto a campus with over 6,000 students, 3 schools, a rumor about freshman Fridays, and not bathrooms for passing time. Yet, as we sang "Hey Burrito," we were oblivious to the friendships, passions, and connections that we would soon develop during our time at Canton High School. For me, I found my group in Canton Congress, where I not only met some of my best friends and created my own cherished memories, but grew as both a student and citizen to help the soccer team, 88 won the park, or the marching band. The beauty of the last 4 years was that we had the opportunity to explore our interest in all the possibilities that the world provides. Although PSEP is a maze, a myth, the courses, teachers, and extracurricular activities allowed us to find ourselves. For instance, the class of 2021 is majoring in business after working in Chief Connection, entering a trade school after working in the auto shop, interested in engineering after their experience on the robotics team, going into the medical field after taking biomedical classes. As we developed our passions over the past 4 years, we grew up and learned how to become adults, or at least some of us did. We learned time management skills when we had to get up an extra 20 minutes. We developed our interpersonal and communication skills, especially when arguing over which homeschool is best, which is obviously Canton. Became empathetic citizens and looked out for one another and our mental health. And it's not really as much time together during our senior year as we once thought, but we were all still connected in one way or another. We survived the awkward breakout rooms where nobody talked and the constant schedule changes. But finally, we made it back to school in person together. As at scrum, I thought the hardest part of high school would be exams and college applications. But then a pandemic hit. We've all made sacrifices and had obstacles in the past 4 years. We had the strength and tenacity to overcome our challenges, and here we are at graduation. We've been together for the past 4 years, and this is where we part, but this is not the end. It is the beginning of our lives, whether you're attending a 4-year university, a community college, trade school, entering the military, or joining the workforce. We will take the lessons we learned at PSEP and apply them to our relationships, friendships, and careers. Although we should all be proud of our efforts, we also can't forget our support systems over the past 12 years. If the last year has taught me anything, it's the importance of human connection. As we enter this next chapter of our lives, remember to reach out to one another. Say thank you to your teachers as you leave this afternoon, hug your family members, and laugh with your friends. Wherever you find yourself next year, remember the words of Troy Bolton. We're all in this thing called life together, and we need to love and support one another. Thank you.
The P-CCS Combined Choir Song to Tradition. Senior members of the choir, would you please stand and be recognized?
Come, I know, for me to go away. The door is open now, and if I stay, I will cease to grow. I will cease to grow. I am like the eagle who stands at the edge of her nest. Trembling, she longs to fly, just like all the rest. But the nest is so warm. I am like the sailboat that strains against her lines. Oh, the heart is safe in safe and warm in storm. So why are there wings if not to fly? Why are there sails if not for wind that seas to try? Not to try to fly. And so I know what to do now. Well, I know today the door is open to the sun. I will go through. Thank you, how I thank you. Go through. I know what I must do. Today the door is open. I will go through.
Thank you to the P-CCS Combined Choir. In just a moment, the members of the Board of Education will award diplomas to our graduating seniors. Before I turn over the microphone, graduates, as you leave Canton High School and enter whatever life's next phase is, college, military, workforce, or trade school, remember that while you're not able to control everything in your life, there's one thing that you have complete control of, and that is your character. Events may be out of your control, but your perception of them and how you respond are not. You've shown that by navigating a worldwide pandemic, you did it. The only limits you will have are the ones that you place on yourself. You are resilient, and you are as resilient as they come. So believe in your abilities. Put your head into whatever you want to see, and it will. Dream and be confident. Be confident that you will have the skills to overcome any challenge that may come your way. Best wishes to each and every one of you. To the parents and guardians, I'd like to say thank you. Thank you for entrusting us with your children. This class is made up of amazing young adults who are kind, empathetic, and of course, resilient. To honor your time, we will call 480 graduates in rapid succession. This is a monumental moment in these students' lives. There are no redos, so we are going to respectfully ask that you hold your enthusiasm and applause until we have heard all the names of these fabulous students. And then, I promise you, we'll give them the biggest collective cheer that has ever been heard here at Canton High School. The names of our graduating seniors will be read today by Canton Assistant Principal Christopher and our Dean of Students, Lisa Lewis. Members of the Plymouth Canton Community Schools Board of Education, I now present to you the graduating class of Canton High Schools 2021.
Yeah, you're rolling. This is for me to pop a little what? It's for me. How is it in there? Are you guys boiling in there? Is it good to have the... Yeah?
We'll alternate.
No, it's just really hard before. We ready? Yeah. I'll go first.
Okay, Chris is going first.
If you like to.
Jacob Carey.
Always I wies.
Prayas Uzik.
Eric
Jacqueline Leanis.
Justin Tefelsky.
Joshua Clay Sorange.
Frederick Dunford IV.
Leah Stoic. Andrea Pike.
Ibrahim Aklak.
Devin Hill.
Connor Panazzoli.
Grace Teichman.
Michael Renzi.
Kaylee Baldwin.
Jesse Carey.
Emily Popa.
Hadi Ankuni.
Shannon White.
Zachary Mitz.
Theodore Knott.
Accepting on behalf of Preston Bell, Sharita Lewis. Had to put that in there somewhere.
Rebecca Sosha.
Emily Willerick.
Emma Tews.
Leah Robinson.
Graham Betaloo.
Jillian Phillips.
Rebecca Byers.
Yvonne Cruz Patino.
Bavzar.
Lindsay Mail.
Gina Hepp.
Lydia Donnelly.
Alexandra Clemens.
Isabella Volkers.
Ella Peters.
Anmol Gill.
Janelle Demps.
Joshua Martin.
Omar Valenzuela.
Alexis Cuellar.
Rachel Van Ruten.
Paige Gaderis.
Allison Cup.
John Levine.
Olivia Bluffus.
Kenneth Sandberg.
Ian Volikafer.
Inigo Guinza.
Rachel Brooks.
Charles Scapone.
Quinn Hodges.
Benjamin Matern.
Ella Stevens.
Carl Christensen.
James Monteith.
Rowan Alrubi.
Jonah Fitzgerald.
Yamna Siddiqui.
Dennis Soko.
Yara Ismail.
Ella Shamati.
Nusaiba Hussein.
Benjamin Larson.
Caleb Berg.
Carly Forrester.
Olivia Buzzelli.
Andrea Roberts.
Catherine Conklin.
Joseph Mahalik.
Rithishwar Sivatanchar.
Simu Joe.
Charles Benjamin Everhart.
Noel Clough.
Haley Wallace.
Charlie Boutrand.
Alicia Tiller.
Madeline Tatar.
Kushi Modi.
Nora Deachin.
Keshav Babu.
Anouk Halliday.
Leland Huey.
Emily Meyer.
Emily Gerlach.
Lillian Cohey.
Colin Saltman.
Nordine Tarani.
Joel Wilkinson.
Anwi Shirab.
Jordan Santo.
Zachary Sobey.
Rayanne Weber.
Charlie Gavin.
Darabin Patel.
Angelina Talby.
Isaiah Futch.
Charlotte Ross.
Anna Broden.
Anjali Orr.
Anna Coker.
Soraya Austin.
Mia Endo.
Jayla Top.
Emily Timmons.
Kaylin.
Carson Timmons.
Nicholas Brooks.
Samuel
Clark Campbell.
Goins.
Braden Webb.
Drew Kosa.
Alexis Wade.
Damian DeLeda.
Angeline Parker.
Andy Wu.
Rawin Miri.
Jordan Harlan.
Lindsay Nielsen.
Cade Dillon.
Kara Johnson.
Ashton Hanna.
Iman Satar.
Maxwell Jordan.
Leah Colip.
Brendan Farhat.
Pearson.
Leaf Allen.
Nicholas Rockefeller.
Thomas Calabrese.
Tara Ristic.
Brennan Curry.
Charmaine Jai.
Ethan Wayne.
Lucas Torney.
Benjamin Ruhala.
Jackson Sinkbell.
Shafi Hook.
Ethan Klein.
Sean Majeski.
Mo Gisoy Oijoy.
Jack Hageman.
Raymashran Leverage.
Christopher Jerzak.
Sonia Regionroy.
Azan Jamil.
Noah Smith.
Raneem Beydoun.
Amelia Potter.
Tian Wynn.
Elena Baloy.
Carrie Ogden.
Mackenzie Thompson.
Lillian Kovach.
Kirsten Kazdron.
Jenna Carpenter.
Sarah Parks.
Olivia Henry.
Alyssa Amos.
Esperanza Nunez Soto.
Elda Janae.
Abigail Gallagher.
Rhea Kupadia.
Justin
Aya Nasir.
Amick.
Sarah Ugoli.
Morgan Meredith.
Kaylee Fagerson.
Kylie Dunn.
Jade Horvath.
Louis Lockett Jr.
Alan Lazarski.
Samuel Pearson.
Hannah Ramalyatskin.
Zara Potney.
Sadana Blackmer.
Eliza Eunice.
Maya Rumlawi Atzman.
Jakula.
Renee Borsier.
Subia Huck.
Madeline Block.
Harshita Adi.
Amber McAdley.
Morella Pisa.
Connor Quinn.
Kathleen Burns.
Nicholas Zerzak.
Kylie.
Emmett Shin.
Alexandra Bone.
Jaden Nickel.
Noel Blaine.
Nicholas Savage.
Emerson Kilgore.
Mazen Biahi.
Sis Bello.
Nicholas Konini.
Sydney Gravlin.
Jonathan Putrascu.
Cassidy Davis.
Solomon Zaid.
Margaret Adams.
Shahir Razak.
Ann Hool.
Yusit Karam.
Mickley.
Riemann Rafi.
Mitchell Zamickley.
Danielle Bowden.
Emma Stempian.
Emma Sadowitz.
Aiden
Shiley Engbreston.
Joel Son.
Amber Marie Olson.
Denver Zhang.
Matthew Soltis.
Aiden Tefelsky.
Jessica Pearson.
Jenna Neal.
Jasmine Baines.
Sophia Cervantes.
Anaga Srir Darin.
Nathan Herberholz.
Jordan Verdatny.
Riley Starr.
David Faust.
Jillian Richmond.
Antoine Jr.
Alyssa Lack.
Declan O'Hare.
Marco Johnson.
John Edgerton.
Yamin Ilamid.
Andrew Riscala.
Jacob Lottie.
Ashley Temple.
Ethan Kraft.
Michael Ludwig. Nicholas
Chaika.
Christian Smith-Rutger.
Ethan Smedley.
Sonia Shrivasta.
Hadley Hudak.
Brendan Muklowski.
Lucas Hay,
Mazen Zudi.
Andrew Pocklington,
Alexa Gasparetta.
Bruce Warman,
Riley Payne.
Jacob Gray,
Lauren Levitt.
Jeremy Wall,
Ava Opreshu.
Keaton Peck,
Sophie.
Declan Bahan,
Olivia Hay.
Jesus Lorraine,
McKenna Van Horn.
Sebastian Bates,
Emma Morrison.
Caleb Cash Wade,
Morgan Kroon.
Christian Lopez,
Brianne Bash.
Jordan Petit,
Rachel Provenzano.
Abigail Cusada,
Ilana Pulis.
Jack Vespasiani,
Lily Sun.
Kareem Ahmed,
Pulami So.
Nicholas Yono,
Namya Modi.
Anuya Parachuri,
Hannah Shu.
Gabriela Stoll,
Gianna Decina.
Emily Song,
Ayat Toba.
Tanapa Mantonkum,
Maya Al Quadai.
Melody Zhen,
Mulia Connors.
Dominic Lasinger,
Pascal Mady.
Kunal Kale,
Claire Lewis.
Mariana Gonzalez,
Brandon Trella.
Jessica Lessel,
Joshua.
Christina Saliba,
Ethan Gross.
Vrishab Kutlawala,
Christian Haddad.
Elizabeth Bita,
Carter Ryan.
Catherine Samoy,
Elena Balo.
Nicholas Catalan,
Sarah Krizat.
Emily Hall,
Julia Aquilino.
Joseph Sinicola,
Andrew Schwartz.
Eric Tebow,
Ryan Hondorp.
Catherine Stecker,
Andrew Cabasso.
Malak Ferry,
Sinde.
Anastasia Orlandi,
Chimney Dior.
Jack Tenglin,
Naeem Salim.
Benjamin Frischmuth,
Aram Makama Gari.
Leilani Reyes,
Nayan Patel.
Madeline Zane,
Pret Jandawa.
Lauren Kubatsky,
Shreyush.
Elena Tasker,
Christabel Sobaka.
Sarah Demers,
E. Bank.
Emma Whitfield,
Christopher Pratt.
Matthew Wigurton,
Kyle Penna.
Arjun Bat,
Alexander Haddis.
Logan Hammond,
Grace Will.
Ariana Antko,
Justin Kazran.
Chatham McGuire,
Ethan Cole.
Garrett Nickhout,
Adam Nicola.
Sergio Altaba,
Van Copanelli.
Aaron Patrick,
Suzanne.
Carter Hugan,
Sahar O'Day.
Dylan Glaspie,
Colin Behringer.
Andrea Galvan,
John Granillo.
Jenna Fisher,
Andrew David.
Blake Yates,
Luke Sarver.
Sydney Olinskis,
Tyson Humphrey Jr.
Olivia Wingate,
Wishwash Nayak.
Jordan Conway,
Akhil Nair.
Grace Pfeiffer,
Shane Spurlock.
Audrey Hall,
Satvik Vaishnav.
Savannah Lynch,
Parth Patel.
Victoria Dreja,
Adriel Modella.
Danye Badawi,
Benjamin Hudad,
Sharazad Badwi,
Minsu Kim,
Sarah Abdulhafiz,
Angie Yu,
Sadhana Karthik,
Naya Patel,
Gayeth
Kira Hidir,
Krithika Mahesh,
Aaron Singh,
Harmanpreet Kaur,
Enrique Orzico Jr.,
Carly Blazik,
Veronica Kasani,
Ava Hayes, Jacob Davis, Ahmed El Kakani, Colin Risha, Paris Coburn, Sarah Stolt, Justice Hears, Gavin Felino, Christian Araj, Arlen Malaman, Tashdid Zaman, John English, Enio Dino, Jalen Durant, Iwandre Morris, Alexis Buxon, Micah Roby, Nevaeh Smith, Elizabeth Heyer, Maggie Clark, Logan Stambaugh, Abdul Sattar Danawi, Evan Aldrich, Kenneth Turner,
Congratulations.
William Gawan, how do you say your last name? Aliyah Kandlagador,
Congratulations.
Hayan Siddiqui,
Congratulations. Seniors, please stand. At this time, it is customary to move your tassels from the right side of your cap to the left side of your cap to signify that you have officially graduated. We are now near the end of our program. Seniors, you will be escorted out by our faculty members, parents, and guests. Please wait until all of our graduates have the stadium before you exit, and then you may meet your students outside the stadium gates. Ladies and gentlemen, I proudly give to you Canton High School's graduating class of 2021.